Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have another episode in our Spoiler Spotlight series in which I talk about, well, spoilers and tell you what my thoughts are on them. But before that, just a quick reminder to click subscribe if you enjoy my videos. We're well on our way to 1 million subscribers and your support means everything to me. And today we're going to be talking about Scrawling Crawler. For 3 colorless, it's an artifact creature, Phyrexian construct, 3/2, with at the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card, and whenever an opponent draws a card, that player loses 1 life. So this is interesting for a couple of different reasons. First off, it's a little bit reminiscent of Psychosis Crawler, but it is quite different to that card because that one is going to trigger on you drawing cards, whereas this triggers on your opponent's drawing cards. Effects that trigger on you drawing tend to be a little bit more abusable, but this is obviously quite strong in decks that run a lot of wheels, or in metas where people are drawing a bunch of cards, which is basically every meta, let's be honest, that's Commander. The thing I find very interesting about this one is that it's almost like a group hug card because it is drawing everyone extra cards, but the timing on that is much better than it might initially seem. Normally effects like Howling Mind can be very awkward because they let everybody else get a draw before you do, and you're the last one to take advantage, therefore are the resources that are being provided. With Scrawling Crawler, on the other hand, you're actually getting the cards at the same time. Everybody's drawing an extra card. Yes, you're giving extra cards to 3 of your opponents, whereas you're only getting 1, so that is a little bit weak on that side. But if your deck is interested in running this sort of effect, then it's going to be very strong, and certainly getting the card at the same time means that you can't get blowout by giving everybody else a card, then having them remove your thing, and you getting basically nothing for your card. That can't happen with this, and I really like the fact that it's worded that way. It just makes it a lot better. But outside of that, yeah, this can be a really powerful effect in decks that are going to make people wheel a lot. Coming down for 3 mana is also a huge upgrade over 5 mana. It is smaller, of course, than Psychosis Crawler, but it's still very nice to have this come down for so cheap. Now, when we compare it to Razorkin Needlehead, for example, we can see just how good this card is. Razorkin Needlehead is quite powerful, and it's an aggressive 2/2, which has basically the same second ability on this, but it doesn't really do the first part of drawing cards, therefore fueling itself. I think the fact that this is 1 extra mana and much easier to cast is going to mean that this is going to see some play. I don't know if necessarily in Standard, because we probably don't have enough cards to push this archetype, but for Commander, it's certainly a very powerful effect, and it's a welcome addition to wheel decks everywhere. So there you have it. Those have been my thoughts on this new spoiler. What do you think, though? Do you disagree with me, or do you think I got it right? Let me know in the comment section below. I always make sure to read all of your comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, take care.